Hey guys, it's Daniel with Boss C351 Productions. Today we're going to get off the beaten path with automotive repair and get into something just a bit different. I have several projects going on at one time, including trying to build a shop. As you can see, I have my concrete pad poured and I'm just waiting for the building to be delivered and installed. However, I'm doing a little water drainage add-on to the front of my foundation so I can get the water away from the concrete and so it won't go into my shop. Also, I have a couple other things I want to do with some concrete at a later date. To accomplish this project, plus a few other ones in the future, I went to Lowe's yesterday and purchased this Kobalt 4 cubic foot portable cement mixer. Now, it was with tax $410, and that's a lot of money for a piece of equipment for me to spend. However, when I got it home and I started building it, I ran into a few problems. Now, the next thing you're going to have to do armor all on the nipple top at the end of this switch. I'll show you what it looks like. Tightened down, leveled, and installed. I think that looks pretty darn good. Hello, I'm Daniel, and I want to welcome you to the parts. Work your way around. I have it set right now at 1080 out of the valve cover, and when it's all the crap coming out, that's not worth paying the kind of money I did. Now I'm going to let you in on three major things that have caused me issues with this unit. It may cause you to hesitate purchasing this unit, or you may decide it's worthwhile and go ahead and buy it and do these little upgrades. There are other little upgrades across YouTube, and I won't go into those. Those I agree with some of them, and I don't agree with the rest. In fact, I don't agree at all with having to weld up anything on the assembly just in order to keep it working. So if you decide this is not for you, I would suggest either not buying it, or if you buy it and put it together and determine it's not strong enough, take it back while you still can. Now, looking at the instructions, you know, there's an exploded view that shows you all the parts. However, when you get in depth and start building it, they scale the pictures down to little bitty pictures. You can go by these or just look at pictures of the unit and easily put it together. Now, the lower section, which is the stand, went together very easily, and I'm quite happy with the way it went together. It is thick tubing, it's not thin junk like you normally get with other things. I put it all together, put the entire unit together, but run into some problems when installing the motor unit. By far the most irritating and frustrating part of assembling the cement mixer has to do with the motor and transmission combo unit. Now, when I put this in the stand and started torquing down the bolts, I found that I was stripping out these cheapy China made bolts that come in this assembly. Normally it comes like this right here. Here's the next one. You can see the ring where it started stripping out, and the next one, and finally this last one. That happened when I was trying to get the nut back off so I could remove the motor from the stand. These are all junk. If you look at the head, 4.8. They put this in a cement mixer that's supposed to hold anywhere up to 180 to 200 pounds of concrete, and they use this junk to assemble it, along with some cheapy junk washers and lock washers. Now, as you can see, what I've got in there is quite a bit shorter than what came in it from factory. About right here is where the nut stops. when you're assembling the motor to the stand. What I had to do, these were the only metric bolts that I could find in my area that would actually work and would fit in the housing. If you have a bolt that the shoulder goes up too far, normally it was going to stick out to about right here, it won't work. So I had to make do with what I could find, and this will work. I've already test fitted it. Now what I've done is I've got a grade 8 washer, grade 8 lock washer, and then I reused the nut that came on the assembly. And the bolt that I used is a grade 14.9, so if it snaps, I've got some major problems. One other thing worth mentioning is when I pulled this motor transmission assembly out of the box, there was a film of oil either on there from the manufacturing process or it's actually leaking. The seal is actually in crooked. It's not in straight, so I'll have to correct that before I put the motor assembly in the stand. Now you can see that I reused the flat washers that came with it, and I added some lock nuts, and I drew up the lock nuts to where the bolt comes out flush with the top of the lock nut. So these will work and work well. The last item of concern has to do with this tilt latch. Now there's a lot of negative reviews about this tilt latch, but there's an easy fix. Now you see I rotate mine over and I lock it down. There is no movement. I mean, it's there. It won't turn loose of the tilt mechanism. Now before I messed with it, yeah, even with it locked down just like this, you could turn it and actually have it slip off this bar. So what I did is I took this, put it in a vise, and kind of hit on that a little bit to bend it down a little bit more. So when you latch it, there's a definite force that you have to use to latch it. It's not just freely moving and flopping everywhere. All in all, I hope this is a worthwhile purchase and worth the money that I spent on the unit, plus the little upgrades that I had to do on it to get it to work correctly. If not, rest assured I'll get on YouTube and put another review up and let you know exactly what happened. This is Daniel with Boss C351 Productions. I appreciate you watching my videos. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you have any comments or questions, please put them down below in the comment section. Again, thank you for watching my videos.